Hi, John. It's nice to see you again.
You too.
What brings you in here today?
So I've had a relapse on my drinking.
Okay, well, let's not view this as a failure, and let's view this as a learning experience. So, can you provide me some details of the situation?
Yeah. So Friday, one of my friends called me. They were having a card game and wanted me to come over and hang out with them. And I kind of hadn't been hanging out with my friends as much recently. So I decided why not, and I go over there, and next thing you know, I start drinking again, and I wind up binge drinking basically all weekend.
Okay. Well, so how many months sobriety are you?
I've been sober for about 6 months now, up until this past weekend when I relapsed.
Okay, and what are your goals this time?
Well, I would like to maintain long-term sobriety and improve my health.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how important implementing these goals are to you?
I would put them at a 8 or 9. They're pretty important to me. I drank real heavy for a long time, and I quit about 6 months ago, and then I relapsed. But also, I've have family members that were very heavy drinkers, and I see some of the health issues that they've had related to the heavy drinking and stuff. And I just don't want that to be me in the long term. So maintaining my sobriety and improving my health is pretty important to me.
Okay, so it seems like you're very focused, and these goals are maintaining your sobriety is important to you because you don't want to end up like your family members that you've grown to see over the years.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, what are the positives of being able to maintain your sobriety?
Well, I mean, I kind of found that when I was sober, I was able to accomplish more throughout the day. I woke up and didn't feel all groggy and stuff, and it didn't take me 5 or 6 hours to kind of get motivated to do things. I was actually able to wake up, get in the shower, get dressed, and kind of start my day, whether it be going to work and or on my days off, getting stuff done around the house or stuff like that. So that's one thing I noticed. Another thing I noticed is that my I think my thought process was a little more clear. I didn't forget things. When I was drinking a lot, I forgot a lot of stuff, and my memory, I guess, kind of diminished a little bit. I feel like.
Well, I think that's absolutely great that that you already notice some of the negatives that are happening while you do drink, and also, can you tell me some of the um, negatives of you not maintaining sobriety? Can you tell me maybe some things that what do you think what would happen?
Oh, um, I always run the risk of getting in trouble with law enforcement or something, whether it be a public intoxication. I never really been the one to get behind the wheel after I've been drinking, but there's always that chance to where you might go out with your friends to a sports bar or something, watch a game, have 2 or 3 beers, and don't and you feel like you're okay, and you drive home, you get pulled over, next thing you know, you got a DUI or something. Um, You also, alcohol sometimes brings out the worst in people. So, you know, you could get into an argument or a fight and, wind up in jail for, public intoxication, assault charges, or, just different things. So, basically, you know, a permanent scar, I guess, on my record, due to alcohol, would be a big negative.
So it sounds like the repercussions of drinking are important to you, that you realize what could happen. So I want to ask you this question, and if a miracle was to happen right now and you were to snap your fingers, what and how would you change? What would you become, or how would you change yourself?
I don't think that I don't necessarily think that I would want to like become something different, like as a person, and stuff. I'm okay with that aspect of it, but like it's my habit of alcohol that I would want to change. So if I could change something, then I would like to go back to the point and change the fact that I never even begin to drink at all. And I say that because I did maintain my sobriety for a couple of months, and I relapsed, and I'm just kind of afraid that I might be able to maintain my sobriety again and then relapse again, and I just continue on in that cycle due to an addiction. So I would like to just go back and change the fact that I never picked up alcohol to begin with.
Okay, so what we want to do is maybe implement a prevention plan to help you in the future. So you said that you have been sober for the last 6 months. So over the last 6 months, what tools or what did you do that helped you maintain your sobriety?
Well, one of the things I did is I stopped hanging around, some of my friends as much, because they like to drink just as much as I did. So I did realize that that would put me in a position to where I would drink again. I guess it's kind of based on that peer pressure, I guess, example of your friends are drinking, so you don't want to be the odd person, and you want to have fun with them and everything like that. So I quit hanging out with my friends. I used to like just go out and ride four-wheelers or go fishing and stuff. So I started doing that more often, and it just kind of took my mind off things a little bit. Just kind of helped me relax, I guess, to where I wasn't like just getting off work or something and coming home and felt like I had to open the fridge and grab a beer. I had other stuff that I know I could turn to and have fun doing, even if it was by myself. I necessarily didn't need to turn to alcohol.
So it sounds like that you're aware of your triggers, and what we want to do is maintain your awareness of these triggers. So can you think of other things that you can do if you were in the situation? Say if your buddy called you up and asked you, hey, it's Friday night, do you want to go out? What could you do to, not want to go out with him or drink?
I guess, I never really tried this, but I guess I could just kind of be really honest with them and open to them about that. I do want to quit drinking. So, I could just tell them that, hey, look, I do want to hang out with you, but I'm not going to drink, and these are my reasons why. Or, and if they can't accept that, then, maybe let them know that, hey, well, if you can't be accepting of that, then no, I can't come out with you and hang out and stuff like that. And hopefully, maybe by doing that and letting them know of, what I'm kind of going through and how I feel and stuff like that, maybe they will be, I guess, open, understanding, and accepting, and kind of help me in return also.
Can you think of other healthy habits that you can engage in?
Off the top of my head, not necessarily. You know, I mean, I just, except for, you know, cutting back on my friends and, you know, spending more time kind of outdoors and doing stuff I like outdoors. I haven't really made any other changes in my life as far as doing things to stop alcohol.
You mentioned that you liked playing video games. Last time we spoke, do you think that maybe instead of going out with your friends, you might want to play video games instead, or go for a walk?
Yeah, I mean, those are things that I could try, or even maybe like, I guess, kind of set a daily schedule or something, you know, and say, hey, you know, every day at this time I'm gonna go for a 15-minute walk, or every day at this time, you know, I'm just gonna sit down and get on the computer and play some games for, you know, 15-20 minutes or something like that.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna write down a list of phone numbers of people that you can call, or a sponsor. So that way, in case you end up in this situation again, that there's somebody that you can call when you feel the urge. Does that sound like something that can work for you?
Yeah, I would be able to do that. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to be something we work on. Well, thank you, John.
All right. Thank you.